Brandon Walker. Mostly Sports.
Hello! Hey there!
Hey!
Hey!
Look out! Huh?
Hey!
Hey, look! Look at that
Hey!
guy! Hey!
Hey!
That's not T-Bob!
Hey!
Hey! That's all I had planned.
Welcome to Mostly Sports, presented by Jägermeister. I am Mark Titus. I'm back.
Mm-hmm. From where?
I'm back from paternity. You know, some guys might have taken another week, Brandon.
No, not you.
Some guys might have taken another day.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys might have taken a couple more days. I said no. I sat down. I set my wife down. I set my daughter down, and I said, you know what?
You set your daughter down.
I set my daughter down. I pointed my finger in her face, and I said, here's something you need to know about the Titus family.
Yeah.
Family means more than anything in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And for that reason, I'm going back to Mostly Sports to spend more time with my family.
I'm leaving you, family.
I'm leaving you to spend time with family. It's family. We're family.
Are you growing the flow out?
No, that just kind of happened.
Okay.
I got
Fair
in the tsunami of the baby, and
Sure.
then I looked up and I was like, yeah, I haven't gotten a haircut in a while. I'm back. It's Monday, July 28th. We're live from Chicago. We're brought to you by Jägermeister. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me try something.
Muscle
Let me
memory.
try something.
Do it.
Let me try something. Let me give a quick glance. Let me get a quick glance. All right, let me try something. Wherever you're out, if you're hanging with friends or at the bar doing the sports stuff or just the mostly sports stuff, call the shots. Cheers with frosty 0-degree Fahrenheit shots of Jägermeister. And remember to check Jägermeister out at Jägermeister.com. Drink responsibly. Jägermeister the Core, 35% alcohol by volume. Imported by Mass Jägermeister U.S., White Plains, New York. Did I do it?
God.
Damn, that's cold.
That's just burned into
Wow.
my brain.
That's good.
Burned into my brain.
Wow.
56 botanicals, 0 degrees Fahrenheit. We love Jägermeister, folks. Brandon, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about Sacramento A's player Nick Kurtz.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas Kurtz. Nick
Yeah, we got it.
space
Yeah, we got it.
Kurtz. That's who I want to talk about. But before we talk about Nick Kurtz, I'd like to say welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
And I think both of us would like to say a special thank you to T-Bob.
Yeah, bittersweet.
After.
I'll be honest. Like I, you know how these things work is, the few shows I watched, and I don't even need to watch the show. I know T-Bob well enough that like I fucking love T-Bob, and
Yeah.
I love that he filled in. And we talked about this before I went on paternity leave. Like this is gonna be perfect timing. T-Bob is incredible.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, I was the shows I would watch. I was like, this is the T-Bob fucking rules, and I love watching him. So it's a little bittersweet for me as well, Brandon, and I'm sure it is for you. Like it's nice to be back. It's nice to be back in the saddle here, but I'm gonna miss T-Bob. I appreciate all he did for the show. He held it down. He was fucking awesome. Fit in seamlessly. But yeah, I guess I don't know. That was it.
Well, when the star comes back, and listen, as someone who sat beside T-Bob for about 5 or 6 weeks now and did a show with him, it was seamless. It was perfect. He really helped us. So wherever you are out there, T-Bob, we thank you, family.
Thank you, T-Bob.
Guys, I'm right. I'm right here. I'm actually.
You've been sitting there the whole time.
I've been in the room the entire time.
The entire time.
I'm here. I'm in the new recliner, actually. Since we lost the O.J. Simpson Memorial Bench presented by Liam Blutman
Wait a
on
second.
Friday.
Yeah, hey,
Wait a second.
wait a minute.
Yeah, check this out.
Look at you.
Look at this.
Got your own chair.
Yeah, it's pretty comfortable, man. Wait, so yeah, that's very kind though. Thank you.
Yeah,
Like,
now I feel like we
that's
kind of
like-
overdid it.
You know,
Like,
people say like you want to, you know,
we like
Sloppy.
eulogized
Yeah, that
him,
was a
and
little
he's just
stupid.
kind of sitting right there the whole time.
I thought you were quitting.
no, you want to be a fly on the wall. I now have got the experience of being said fly. That was great. No, look, I'm gonna keep hanging out.
Okay.
Yeah, is that cool?
Yeah, we haven't talked about it, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm just,
Whatever.
well,
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just
keep
sit
it
here.
No, fine. You're cool. You're good.
Just sit here. I mean, you did feed me a
I
massive T-bone on Saturday. I thought once you do that
Is that
it's
a-
kind of like we're married in a way.
Is that a euphemism? Is it?
Well,
I had him out to the Walker Ranch and grilled him steaks.
Oh, you actually made him a T-bone.
And-
he fed me,
Okay.
and
He
then
fed
he
you a
fed
T-bone,
me,
okay.
You know, a little bit of both.
did give him the bigger steak. I took the ribeye and he got the T-bone.
He gave my wife a comically large T-bone steak. I mean, this thing looked like it was straight off of fucking Flintstones. And she was like, kept saying on the ride, and she's like, I feel bad. You think he was offended? It was just so much steak.
What,
I
she
couldn't
like
eat it
two
all.
pieces or
no,
two
she had
bites
like
of
a,
it?
she had
Yeah.
like a little square of the T-bone, like just like a tiny little square.
I told you this off air, but it needs to be repeated. Don't get used to it. Like, 'cause Brandon, this is Brandon's move. He did this to me when I moved to Chicago. He was like, welcome to you know, you're gonna this is gonna be, and then you're at his house. You're like, is this just how this is gonna work? I'm just gonna come to Brandon's every Sunday and
again,
get
Mark,
a sick dinner, and then I haven't been invited back.
my favorite part of your house is
You've seen the front. You dropped me off.
my favorite room in your house is the.
We're still doing some touch-ups.
You had a baby.
We're still doing touch-ups.
Yeah, now
you had a whole ass baby.
Hey, now
When
you're
we
never
finish the
coming
touch-ups,
over.
we'll invite people over.
Now you're never coming over. Once the
still
newborn
touching up.
enters the mix, it's shut down for a hot minute.
He could have come over to help move furniture.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That was an open
Connor
invite to
and Cody.
everybody.
I did invite everybody over.
That wasn't an open invite. That was an open invite to the couch.
And then did I feed you guys?
Yeah, we had a great time.
we had a great time out. Yeah. That's
Well,
right.
you've been over there to watch football before.
House of the Dragon.
Way
different.
House of the Dragon
Way different.
football.
It's still badass though.
Yeah.
It's good to be back, and I'm sure you're excited to have me back. So you can finally talk some ball now and get this fucking nerd out of the seat. You know what I mean? Finally get a guy that
Been like fat.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get a fucking nerd out of here, and finally get a guy
Connor,
that
call me Fat Connor.
because us two guys, Brandon, guys that played the game, guys that know the game,
Yeah.
guys that live and breathe the game,
Yeah.
and then you get a guy like T-Bob in here, and it's like,
It's all
What does this
nerds
guy
and
know?
Star Wars and
does this
Chewie
guy-
and all this shit. Yeah. Oh, there he is. He's wearing the Chewie shirt.
So you were saying the Sacramento,
Can
they're not officially the Sacramento A's.
Just
They're
the Athletics.
Can I
just the
do one
Athletics.
more
ahead,
thing
Brandon.
about
Go ahead.
T-Bob?
Go ahead.
I recorded it, but I don't know. I didn't know if I was going to put it out. But the other day, we're at dinner. I'm hosting him. I didn't participate in the conversation because T-Bob and Tommy Walker
Oh my God.
dominated the conversation with arguments
Wait.
about philosophy, with political talk.
Yeah, you guys are adversaries, right?
No. We're not adversaries. We are. You could say we're almost two sides of the same coin in many ways.
You're too similar.
And that we may
Yeah.
be adversarial on topics, but interests and personality wise, we appear to be somewhat simpatico. I'm trying to remember the conversation that it was a surprisingly, I think it was getting into like multiple reality theories
Yes.
and
It was
things
deep.
along those lines. And decision points, and when you make a decision, do the two realities split, and then how do you define decision, blah, blah, blah.
Have you seen the clip of Tommy talking about dragons?
It's a great clip. There's a clip. Really strong points made.
Every like 6 months.
All the way
or
across.
do we like re-up that every 6 months on like Instagram or something?
That was
We
a
just put
part
it
of
out?
my
It's incredible. Every time I watch it, I'm like, that's fucking genius.
that was a part of my
Tommy's a
buddy's
genius.
Barstool introduction. The history when my buddy that made me listen to it for like 6 hours straight of Barstool history.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tommy Walker's Dragon Take was in the 6 hour history of Barstool.
Makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
So, Ebo, did Nick Kurtz have the greatest game in the history of Major League Baseball Friday night?
Maybe.
What?
Is that a strong enough line to take? Maybe.
No.
Potentially.
No.
He did have, right?
Yeah.
Like by what metric
Now-
was it? The total bases?
He tied
Yeah,
the record
19
for
total
bases.
bases.
Yeah.
Total bases.
Sean Green, I believe, had 19.
Yeah, when he
Yeah.
had four.
He had 4 home runs as well.
There,
He had four.
the four home run-
How many bases?
Four home runs come in bunches, by the way. There was one earlier this year.
Suarez,
Yeah.
right?
And then I think the last time was 2017.
Scooter Jeanette did
Scooter
it, right?
Jeanette
yeah,
did it
Scooter
twice.
Jeanette did
Or
it.
not twice, but two
Scooter
people did
Jeanette
it.
did it for the Reds.
Have y'all seen? Did y'all see all of?
I just love that. That's like Mark's like
favorite.
deepest piece of like baseball.
my-
knowledge
yeah.
is no Scooter Jeanette.
That's my
Four home
flex
runs.
to just like just throw that out every so often. I'm just like Scooter
I was like,
Scooter
JD
Jeanette hit 4 home runs.
I was
J.D.
impressed.
Martinez.
I've never heard of Scooter.
Yeah,
Jeanette. I was
exactly.
Like, oh,
That's
fuck,
why it
dude,
works,
This dude
yeah.
knows ball.
Yeah.
A 4 home run game is more rare than a perfect game. Correct? 23 perfect games, 24 home run games now, I believe.
Is the cycle dead in your mind, Brandon?
No. Is
Okay.
it?
Like is the cycle being exciting dead? to
No,
you?
I don't think so.
Because a 4 home run game is obviously way better, and then like I think
I don't
the
think that
nerds
kills the cycle though. Because
have
there's
the nerds
guys.
killed the cycle where it's like it's not actually interesting that a guy got a single, a double, a triple, and a home run.
There's a 24-minute video on YouTube of every pitch of his game, and a lot of it is just replays and stuff. But he hits the single first, then he hits a home run, then he hits a double. So every at bat from then on, they're like cycle time, and he ruins it by keeps hitting home runs.
Yeah,
He just keeps hitting home runs.
The double was
Have y'all seen the double?
dangerously
Bro,
close.
He almost had 5 home runs. He hit it off the top of the wall. He hit a double off the top of the
my
wall.
God.
381 feet. It would have been a home run in 6 MLB ballparks.
Yeah, it was probably as long as the 2. He had 3 to the opposite field. I don't know if I've ever seen a guy hit 3 opposite field home runs in the same game. And then he hits the 1 bomb. He hit the last one off a position player. And somebody on Twitter said, does it make his game less because he hit it off a position player? And that person, I say, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. He was 5 for 5 with 3 home runs when he stepped up to the plate the last time.
Yeah.
And he still did it in the 9th inning. It was awesome. I love a good 4 home run.
He's so he is like single-handedly making us forget about the just disaster situation that is the Athletics playing in a minor league park. They continue to play in a minor league park in Sacramento. They don't have they're going to Vegas, but when are they going to Vegas? How are they going to Vegas?
Their stadium site still looks like
Yeah.
a parking lot.
It's a dumpster fire of a situation, but this guy's a fun story. And then number 2, a few more games it doesn't have to be games like this, but I think he just are we close to like his name not being notable anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was.
Like, are we close to like when they post the shit on on
God,
social?
it just hit me.
Oh,
Why his name is notable.
yeah.
I was wondering why you were pausing every time.
Yeah.
Very progressive of you, too.
Yeah, good job,
my
T-Bob.
God, dude! What the fuck? I would have never noticed. I would have just stumbled into
I
this
feel like
8,000 times.
I feel like he's so good that like it's just we just it's not going to be a thing anymore. You just
my
breeze
bad.
right past it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ebo?
I think also the A's are. Can I say something? Can we go under the tent real quick? Can I
Well, that's kind of my thing, but
can we go under the tent?
I'll go in tent with you.
Okay.
medical tent.
I think the A's have the best young core in baseball.
They got pieces.
Wow.
They got pieces.
I think they might have the best young core.
They got pieces.
Are they going to keep him?
No, probably not.
Probably not. They'll probably trade him to the
Probably
Braves, but
trade
they're
him.
really, really good.
So they got Kurtz and they got Jacob Wilson.
Why does this need to be a secret? Why does this need to be a secret? We could. This feels like
It's the Orioles thing.
Oh, because your team failed.
you're ashamed to say.
Not
it.
yet. Well,
No, they failed.
They have a second young core. They have a new young core.
You can't have 2 young cores.
Got a second
Go even
young
younger.
core Infinity War is coming in 4 years. All right. They're the Epstein Island of young.
Yeah, Mike Elias is just collecting young college age kids.
Right.
Jacob Wilson was runaway rookie of the year favorite first half of the year.
And then this guy
batting
killed
380,
Savannah.
and since the All-Star break, Kurtz is running away with
Uh-huh.
him.
He's the best hitter in baseball in July, right?
I think, yeah. So his odds just on that game went from minus 300 win rookie of the year to minus 2,500. Massive jump from one game. But they're fun. They make a lot of little league mistakes in the field and stuff, and that ballpark is kind of
Yeah, that'll happen.
Little League.
hooey,
That'll happen.
Yeah. Kind of what?
gimmicky, fake,
Hooey?
hokey,
Hooey?
Hooey. You're going with hooey.
hooey.
Hooey?
hokey.
Can you spell that?
HOOOOEY.
4 E's.
Sure.
Hooey.
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 All right.
yeah.
Speaking of
They're
the
fun.
athletics,
Uh-oh, here he goes.
did you see the
Here he goes. He got something cooking.
no the clip of is this the Carey, right? This is one
Yeah.
of the Harry Carey descendants. Go ahead, Brandon.
I thought usually when there's a clip of the A's announcer being terrible, it's a different announcer.
Mm-hmm.
It's the woman. Do they have multiple?
This is their backup.
They have, and he's bad too. There's a Carey. Okay. The A's don't have a backup anything. They got a backup announcer.
You have a take on the female broadcaster.
Yeah,
right?
you did have a take that.
Obviously, you just shit.
His favorite color is green
listen,
screen.
I do have a take on the Oakland A's, the A's broadcaster.
Mm-hmm.
I will reveal it in time.
Okay.
There will be a moment when
So
we need a take that day, and I will bless you with it.
so this guy is the backup A's, and he is Dip Carey.
Is this a?
He's
fucking way.
he's
Chris.
No, there is no fucking way,
What?
T-Bob. It's Chris Carey.
Chris Carey.
Is
Skip, Chip, and Dip.
is he a mainline?
I thought he was.
Is he a
I
mainline
thought he was
Carey?
next-
Is-
That's what I don't know.
Is he an offshoot Carey?
He's in the Carey cinematic universe for sure. But is he?
What are we talking about? Is this Chip's son?
Like the bloodline.
Does he get his own?
He's
does he
the
get his
son
own
of Chip.
movie, or is
He's
he
the
like a
son of Chip.
sidekick?
And he has
Son
a
of
twin brother, Stefan.
Okay, Chris
Works-
Carey.
Harry Carey's his
This
great
is Harry's
grandfather.
great.
Oh, he's young. He's 25.
Chris
He's Harry the Fourth.
Harry the Fourth.
He goes by Chris. That seems like a throw.
What? Huh? Yeah, just be Harry.
Harry
Yeah,
Carey
bro,
the Fourth.
what?
Bring it back to Harry.
Well, none
would
of the
say.
other guys, none of the other two were Harrys.
Yeah, so I think you go at this point.
circle.
It's far enough away. Just go back to Harry.
I mean, bro, this is the prince that was promised. This is a direct descendant.
yeah.
The namesake.
Anyway, let's get to the clip. Get to the clip and see. The clip of.
Connor, pull that up.
Here we go.
1-2 pitch. High in the air, deep to right. That ball is foul. Or gone.
Or God.
I don't know, man.
That ball was absolutely launched. Law Dog posing him up at the dish.
Is that
He knew
is
it
that
off
Dallas
the
Brayton?
bat.
Yeah.
It was
Dallas
just
jumped
He's not
in
helping
here
him at all.
far.
Jumped in and saved his guy right there.
I don't think he saved him.
Stomped on him.
He could have said like,
Saved him.
And if I've learned anything from Connie, it's that when things go wrong, you throw your teammates under the bus and you say that I fucked this up, but
Yeah.
really it was not my fault. It was
sure.
the people around me. It was their fault, which is exactly what Chris Carey did. I think in this situation, right? Didn't he? Oh no, he took full responsibility and he
Bro, he would.
he wore
This
it.
is a more genuine apology than Castellanos.
I know.
Yeah, yeah, it
like
is.
how
Yeah,
is
it
this a
is.
more
Yeah,
authentic
yeah.
and genuine apology than Tom Brenneman?
I felt genuinely bad reading this. Like, Chris, it's okay. It's all good, man.
Especially for like he's a very young broadcaster. Like
Yeah.
if you fuck up a call, especially if it's a big play in a game or a home run or whatever, like it haunts you for a while.
How do you know
that
that?
was
How do you know that?
because I watch
he
all the
calls.
guys like Mike.
When
Brady
have you
talks
called
about it all
a
the
Major
time.
League Baseball game and
Mike
fucked up
Brady
a?
talks about it all the time. where
You
he's like-
said-
it haunts him to this day about like some of these calls. And for him, who's starting off in the business, like probably still trying to like.
Did he say that from experience?
Do you realize who you're talking to? This guy once had a brief flub in the Chili's 3 for Me 3-point contest.
Yep.
No, it does. It's people get very, and especially that was super viral. And
then,
everybody was
then
shitting on him.
KFC, I think, was trying to make him feel better. Like, I think one of the first
Yeah.
sponsors, KFC, he's like, "Hey, man, made for a great social media moment." He's like, "Oh, big fan.
That
Big
is a
fan.
good.
It's not how I wanted to
it is
be,
a
but
good-
I am happy to see you."
It's a good move on the internet to just call yourself a piece of shit and then have like people. If you beat people to the punch and,
Yeah.
and just be genuine and say I messed up or whatever, then everyone's like, yeah, no, it's not so bad. It's
Do we know? Did he mention it
You're
on
right.
the
That
broadcast, or did they just keep it moving on the broadcast?
Is that who I think replied to that, or is that just someone? Okay, that is.
Oh yeah, Joey Swole, keeping it positive.
Joey
Yeah.
Swole's been. Has he
Yeah.
been responding to everybody? I
He's
feel
a
like he
reply guy now?
replied. I think he was a reply guy to something last week. He was in the Hogan thing too.
Yeah, you saw him in the full Hogan
He's
get
a
up,
big-
working out,
Big
looking
reply
jacked.
guy. He was a reply guy to something Barstool related, but I don't remember exactly what it was. I have a second baseball question. TJ, this might be for you or intern Wyatt if he would like to duck his head in. Are we sure Aaron Judge is still alive? Are we sure Aaron Judge is good?
Sounds like he's alive.
Okay, all right, good. That's good. That's a start.
Hey, can you explain to me how the Toronto Blue Jays are good?
No,
What happened there?
they're young. They
I
had
put
a young
my head
core.
down. I put my head down for 2 weeks and then I looked up and
Ebo, real quick,
how did that happen?
answer a baseball question without using the word young core.
I can't do it. Can't do it.
Okay, all right.
Yankees manager Aaron Boone announces Aaron Judge has a flexor strain in his right elbow and will be placed on the IL.
Now, Mark, you being a medical professional, point out the flexor.
the flexor is the flexor. All right, so your flexor. So on your elbow. So this is your elbow. Right.
Yeah,
We're talking
yeah.
like this general area right here. Now
Yeah.
your flexor is going to be kind of connecting. It's going to be kind of in this region,
Just right there,
just like right. I think it's like right there.
like right there.
Just like right there. Does that feel right? Does that feel
No, it felt wrong. You have a delicate touch.
the what is the what the fuck's the
goosebumps.
flexor? What's the
That's a flexor. You're right.
What is this like right here?
It's right there. See how it
So
flexes?
it's like down here.
See how it
like
flexes?
a lower
No, you're
lower
like
tricep?
pulling on like the fatty part that grandmothers
the,
get.
the lunch lady.
Right, you're pulling on the lunch lady. It's not the lunch lady part.
No, it's right next to the weenus.
The what?
The weenus.
There's
The
no
weenus.
weenus.
Yeah, the weenus.
Yeah.
This
Where's
is-
the weenus?
This is
This
the
is
weenus.
Yeah.
You don't know about weenus?
You don't remember that?
What's the weenus?
Yeah.
Growing up, the weenus.
Your little elbow skin.
You want to see my weenus?
You ask the kids at the table, I want to see my
Yes,
weenus?
my
And
weenus, yeah.
You show them this.
Connor, let me see your weenus.
That's going to be a hit at the bar mitzvah when we go.
All right.
Hey, kid, show me your weenus.
It's a good weenus.
Thank you.
That's good news for Judge, but if it's any Yankees injury history, he's either way more hurt than they're saying,
That's what I suspect.
or they'll keep him out for way too long, and then he'll come back and not be the same player.
Also, they just tried him back out there for 2 more games in right field.
Yeah.
He was just like lobbing the ball back in. Like,
I knew he was hurt.
what are they fucking like? Does Aaron Boone do they not give a fuck that they have like maybe the greatest right-handed hitter like in the sport?
What are they without him? They got to have him out there.
They're nothing without him.
Also, what they're gonna have to do now is send Giancarlo Stanton with tree trunk legs, like the guy that can't move, stuck in quicksand. He's gonna have to play right field.
A lot of fun.
Judge is gonna have to move to DH. It's like
Could you not decide which adjective you
No,
want
yeah.
for Stanton? Just used them all.
You just like
he runs like
shifted-
Rich Eisen at the.
You shifted into Bob Costas mode. Sounded like Bob Costas calling the.
You're like Michael.
And there
Scott.
it is.
He
Remember
points to
that
the
clip?
heavens.
Yeah.
Yeah. love
No, the one where Stan gets thrown out.
Oh,
first,
yeah.
and it's like, and it's not his fault, folks. He is slow as fuck. And this is what we were talking about. He is.
Do you want to watch the Bob Costas clip where he talks about the guy pointing to his dead?
Pedro Strop.
I
mean, I would be very worried if I was the Yankees.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams right around that wild card spot.
It's a very competitive division.
Yes.
They're playing them all the time. The Blue Jays are running away with it now, and the Rays are decent. The Red Sox are decent. Like there's nothing. They can't get a breather.
The
Yankees
AL wild
cooked.
card race is crazy too. Like
Shocking.
Judge
Yeah.
what was Judge at his peak in odds wise?
Oh, or MVP, you're saying?
Yeah,
At one
MVP
point,
race.
he was like minus 8,000. The field was 20-1 or 25-1 or something like that.
When we said it on this show, there's a non-0% chance he could get hurt or
Yeah.
something. That was May. We were talking about this.
Cal Raleigh is now the MVP favorite.
Probably,
Oh, really? Like
Minus
he's
130.
Probably
Yep.
about
the actual favorite. Wow.
Really, only minus 130. I would think it would be a mile at this point.
It is kind of crazy, but like if Judge,
Yeah, I mean, like
No, it is like that's not a unit.
what unit
That's
of
not-
odds?
By a
That
mile.
doesn't make any sense. You
By a-
log into DraftKings and it's like, oh shit, minus 1 mile. Cal Raleigh minus 1 mile.
this episode brought to you by McDonald. Oh, first of all, welcome back. I did get you a gift today.
Oh,
I have a guest.
you are a great gift giver.
Yeah, I am.
I'm
I
excited to see what you got me, bro.
I got both co-hosts a gift. I got
You got
T-Bob.
me a badass Bobby Aver starting lineup,
Yeah.
still in the original packaging.
His gift costs
With
$8.
poster and
Yours costs
everything.
$1,200. All right, so
Well, it's thought that counts.
this episode is brought to you by McDonald's. I got McDonald's breakfast right here. I have, boys,
Let's go. Hash browns.
hash browns for the crew. Hash browns for the crew. There's no better feeling than making it in time for not Barstool breakfast. That doesn't exist anymore. McDonald's breakfast. Making a breakfast taco with the big breakfast is actually really good. Putting a hash brown between a McMuffin is amazing. I got Connor. You want a hash brown?
I would love one.
There's a hash brown. Just say
Good catch.
here, Mark.
Oh, yes.
Ebo, bagel.
Hell yeah, nice catch.
T-Bob. Got McMuffin.
Money.
And I'll save the rest of the hash browns for me. Hash browns for fries. Let's say you don't wake up dreaming of McDonald's fries. I was Saturday morning. I was going somewhere, and it was 10:12, and I said I got time to stop by and get me 4 hash browns, and I did, and it was great.
Wow.
Breakfast comes first. Wake up! It is time for McDonald's breakfast, the best in the game. McDonald's breakfast.
We have a McDonald's breakfast sponsor
Yeah.
right as football season is.
Yep.
Blessed.
I mean,
Connor, you're going all the way this year.
It's the year of the Connor.
That's Mark's thing.
I mean,
Oh, sorry.
Well, no, I mean, we could get into whose thing it really is, but
Who's?
well, it won me a national championship.
Yeah, I mean, Connie, don't
I
be
think-
bitter about it. I mean,
It's won you nothing. You beat Kent State when you ate your breakfast.
you beat SMU
You know?
in the playoff.
You beat
That's
SMU
not-
one time.
not
What
right.
is it? That's your.
That's what we're doing.
all right.
Come on.
All
Question for the room: who watched Happy Gilmore?
Me.
Actually,
I'm
watched
talking
part
about
of
this.
it.
I'm talking about the second one, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
we're
watched
clear.
part of it at Brandon's.
Really? You guys watched it?
Well, we
Yeah.
went downstairs to see the man cave, and it was paused. And I said, and he said,
And it was after like eating a fucking 7 pounds of steak.
so we needed to sit on the couch for a little bit.
Yeah.
So we watched about 30 minutes of it.
probably an hour.
Probably an hour. Sure. I watched it.
Was this shockingly good and a good use of 2 hours, or was this the biggest piece of dog shit you have ever seen? It can only be one of two.
Mark,
The only two reviews that exist is The only 2 reviews I've seen from anybody are I had my expectations really low, and for that reason I was actually surprised, and it was like actually a pretty good movie. And then there's the group of people that's like, this was just unwatchable slop.
So my answer will fit in neatly outside the boundary of all of that. I don't have anything to say that you just said. My answer is this. There's a lot of people shocked at how stupid and goofy the movie was, and to which I say, what do you remember about the first movie?
Yeah.
It was goofy and stupid in all the right ways. It was just dumb.
I'm confused by this too.
It was trying to be dumb. It's never tried to be smart. So yeah, this one's really dumb and really stupid. And that's in the vein of the first one. If you like the first one, I don't know how you can't like the second one. I don't love the first one. I thought this was fine. Both of them are fine to me. I thought it was.
By the way, I'm in the first camp of the
Yeah.
the two that I laid out. I'm in the my expectations could not have been any lower.
Yes.
And
I
so
agree.
I watched it and I was like, yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was funny. I laughed a few times.
Maybe y'all can help me figure this out, because I don't know how they were able to make it work on the whole, because there are 18,000 callbacks to the first movie, right?
Yeah.
Like there is not a single joke that was made in the first movie that does not get referenced in this one, and yet I was never like, that's a step too far.
Yeah.
The only part that I didn't enjoy, maybe the last 30 minutes felt like they were getting a little fat.
Yeah.
Can we do spoilers? Who gives a fuck?
It's Happy Gilmore.
I mean,
It's
I
Happy
don't
Gilmore
think.
too. I don't think it matters.
Spoiler alert,
Yeah.
but I don't think you care. But yeah, sure. Spoiler
alert
yeah,
for Happy
it's
Gilmore too, if you want to watch it. You set up the daughter storyline. That's why he's getting back into golf, and then it pivoted to now you have to save the game of golf.
Yeah,
should have just stuck with one or the other. But I thought the cameos were mostly funny.
Cameos were great. Having the real players on there were, I thought, pretty
I'd watch.
great.
Yeah.
I'd watch a golf movie starring Will Zalatoris.
Yes,
right now.
dude.
Oh my God,
Will Zalatoris was the highlight of the whole movie.
Him being Blondie is an excellent twist.
I thought it doesn't. It makes zero sense in timeline wise. Like Will Zalatoris would have been. He should actually be like 46. I think.
Yeah.
But I thought they were setting it up for him to be the villain of the movie. I thought like the whole rest of the movie was going to be Happy has to beat Will Zalatoris, because I was like, this guy's he's an incredible actor. Like he was so every time he was on the screen, I was like, this is incredible. No, I thought it was fine. I thought it was
fine.
Yeah.
John Daly living in the house of the family is a
Yeah.
good bit.
Yeah.
And just drinking hand sanitizer the entire
But
time.
you're right, Brandon. There seems to be a belief out there that like it was too unrealistic, which it was.
Yeah.
But as a reminder, the first movie was a failed hockey player picked up golf and within 3 months became the best golfer in the world.
Uh-huh.
And by simply crow hopping in his drive, he could add 200 yards to his drive.
Yeah.
300 yards to his drive.
Well, and then how about we learn that he ended up winning
Paige.
Hey, Paige.
5 jackets.
What you got, Paige?
I just have a fun little surprise for Mark on his day back.
Okay.
Oh, fun little surprise from Mark your day back.
Connor, get up. I think we have a guest, so let's see who it is. I hope it's worth our time for this interruption.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we were talking to Happy Gilmore too, so.
Oh, I guess we'll see. I apologize, Mark.
I hope it's not the Great Khali.
Hey!
Oh, shit.
Holy shit!
Let's go.
I'm at
Yo! Yo, what's up, man?
Wow.
Hey, Mark. Nice to meet you.
All right.
Holy shit.
It's Luke Combs.
What's up?
That's
Yeah,
Luke
just
Combs.
chilling.
That's just Luke Combs over there.
Combs?
All right. Hey, man. What's up?
I'll just pop in.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
allowed to pop in, but I'll just pop in.
That's
you
Luke
know?
Combs?
Is that Mossy Oak camo?
It is.
Wow, look at that.
It is. I'm Mossy Oak. I know you're a state guy.
I am a state guy.
Yeah.
Not only a state guy, I'm from West Point.
Yeah.
Which is where Mossy Oak is from. You ever been there?
Many times.
Really?
Yep.
Mossy Oak's West Point thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mossy Oak and Brandon Walker. That's what we're known
That's
for.
oh, wow.
Mossy Oak. Yeah,
I'd say
big time.
Brandon Walker's probably past Mossy Oak at this point, but hey, we're not keeping score.
Yeah. Mossy Oak's up there though.
It's up there. Yeah.
It's up there.
It's good.
Yeah.
I noticed they gave you some camo to wear.
I have hunted some deer in West Point.
Have you really?
Mossy Oak.
You killed one?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
A couple actually in West Point.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Yeah, it's a great place. I got a couple guys in my band. They're Mississippi guys too.
Really?
Yep. We got a Tishomingo guy.
Oh,
wow. I got a Boonville guy.
Oh, the Northeast Mississippi.
Yep. Yep.
country ass dudes.
Yeah, for sure.
What state puts out the best country music? By the way, you're gonna say Carolina. But this was always been a thing. Is like Tennessee. What are the candidates? Tennessee, Texas.
I think heads Carolina, tails California.
Carolina.
It's like biasly would say Carolina, but truthfully, it's Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Yeah.
Really? Is it because of the bourbon?
Well, you got Childers, Stapleton, Keith Whitley. I mean, there's just.
I'm going
to
go
me,
ahead.
the talent in Kentucky is unmatched.
Sturgill
North Carolina's
from Kentucky,
great.
I think. Sturgill from Kentucky? I don't know if you count
Yes.
country.
Yep.
Still.
Yep.
But,
yeah, dude, it's Kentucky's stacked. Kentucky's stacked state, in my opinion.
Texas has got to be stacked, right?
I think so, yeah.
Texas has to be.
Texas
way up
is stacked.
up
I mean,
there.
obviously, George.
Does Tennessee, like, do dudes come from Tennessee or they go to Tennessee?
No, there's a lot of there's a lot of guys from Tennessee. Chesney, Wallen, Tennessee guys are from Tennessee.
Okay.
I mean, at most everybody comes there.
Is it still like do you feel like a territorial thing with that? Because I know you're a proud North Carolina guy. Is that like a thing on the scene that like?
No,
like you're prideful about that
everybody
amongst each other.
I don't know. It's like moving to Nashville is like going to the draft, kind of.
Oh,
like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like every day is the draft combine.
Holy shit, that's a great way of looking at it. Yeah,
like you come there and it's like everybody's trying to do the best they can every day to try to get noticed.
So Nashville is a constant draft combine.
Yes, musically speaking.
Dude, they should kind of have that.
They should change it from Music City to the Combine.
The Combine City.
I feel like American Idol maybe is the more commercialized.
I guess that's probably right.
Yeah,
you know,
people have taken this idea. I guess we didn't invent this idea at all.
They should have a competition where people sing their chance at a recording.
They show off their voice. What would they call it?
What is so? I don't know how to frame this question other than to say, like, you seem extremely authentic. I mean, you're wearing the camo, you're talking about Mossy Oak, the hunting and all that. Like, and there is a thing with, like, country guys now, they don't seem quite as authentic.
Sure.
But one thing I would like to ask you, Luke, is how do you – because I grew up in Indiana around a bunch of country guys. I'm not exactly – like, I'm a poser, but I know a bunch of guys that are that way. How does a guy like you get into singing? Like, how does, because it like you're fucking awesome, but was this like were you like a professionally trained guy? Was this like something that you got put on a track, or were just?
I got into singing. I don't know, man. It's like you don't really get into like being tall. Like you just I just sang.
Yeah.
Like as soon as my voice could like make noise, I was singing.
You're just singing,
okay, all the time. I just whatever. Like my parents were always listening to music, so that obviously helped.
Yeah,
but I just sang all the time when I was a kid for whatever. I always got trouble in elementary school for humming or like in the middle of class. Like,
and did you have the Nashville Dreams as a kid, or were you just like I just like singing?
I didn't have the Nashville Dream. I didn't have any direction towards where I am now until I was probably 21.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'd sang all the time. I sang in choir all the time, sang in church all the time, just sang. Any chance I had to sing, I sang. And I liked it, and I didn't even know I was even any good at it until like high school. Probably.
That's kind of what I was getting at, is because you seem like a guy, dude. Every time I watch you sing, it's like this guy just feels like he's like just like woke up and he's like, I can just sing.
Doing it for fun.
Yeah,
so, like,
it really is, man. It really
to be honest, I started doing this a few years ago. I'm just fucking awesome at it.
It's like the guitar was the thing that started. Once I taught myself to play in college, it was like, oh man, I was like, this is like, I played a couple shows here and there.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is really fun. Like, I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah.
People are really enjoying this, and I can make a living doing it.
Yeah.
You didn't play till college?
Yeah, I didn't play any shows I didn't play guitar at all till
That's
I
what
was
I'm
21.
saying.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
You just picked up guitar
Yeah.
at 21. I always think of an instrument like a language. Like you almost have to learn it when you're younger.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it, but I'm good enough to get by. Like I can do the basics. I would compare it to like almost anyone can grab a basketball and put a shot up at the goal.
Basketball is easy.
But the difference between me and Billy Strings is so beyond anything. Like I am just a guy at the YMCA, and he is.
Okay.
He is like the Pat Mahomes, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
as far as guitar.
Yeah.
As far as guitar skill-wise goes, that's the difference in our.
Did Pat Mahomes shoot a basketball? Have we seen that?
So you're the guy
baseball.
at the YMCA shooting basketball, and you're compared to Patrick Mahomes. I think we crossed sports there for a second.
Right. Okay.
Hold on.
I'm not the equation.
Jordan.
Not.
Jordan.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Steph Curry.
All
Right.
all
He's
all
Steph Curry, and I'm a guy at the Y that's 35. that didn't play basketball even in high school.
Can I handle a little show business real quick? Just
of course.
real quick.
Of course.
Ebo, stop sitting up so tall.
Yeah.
You're not that
Yeah,
you're not that tall. You're not that big.
Yeah.
He's not going to make you look so small. Just relax, okay? Relax your shoulders. You don't have to be something you're not right now.
Nervous?
Get the traps going though, dude. I mean, you got.
He doesn't have traps.
He is kind of jacked. I agree with Luke.
Also,
Ebo's low key kind of swole.
Oh, this is also my first day as a mustache guy.
Oh, dude, it's ripping.
Yeah, thank you.
You look like you've had it for 40 years.
Thank
It looks great.
Yeah, but Luke,
You can't introduce it yourself, Ebo.
You don't. Like you can't.
You can't say, "Hey,
walk
everybody."
around and be like, "Hey, everybody, I'm a mustache guy."
Hey, Luke,
mustache guy.
check me out. I'm a mustache guy now.
It's new me today.
To be fair, though, he's doing it on the day Titus came back, and look at that mustache.
Yeah, that one's hard to beat. That is hard to beat. You're up against it's a tough.
He's got a little bit of lead.
Like a guy at the Y and
And you're the guy at the Y putting up shots, and I'm Tiger Woods.
Oh boy!
Hey, ask him the question you had this morning because I thought that was a really good question.
Oh,
we
were talking about it. We were just bouncing stuff off each other this morning. I said I think you are low key one of the top tier jerker guys in the game in all of media right now. Which is to say that I think if I was to power rank the people that make men who say they don't cry, you're probably number one. Is this something you think about? Is this something that in your daily life dudes will pull you aside and be like, "Hey man, listen, I don't cry. I'm not a pussy. I'm not a pussy."
yeah, like I'm tough. Like I'm a tough guy.
That song of there's so many of it. Like your whole catalog, seemingly. Is that like a thing?
It's interesting that you bring that up because when I write stuff, I have my moments every now and again where I'm like, man, this piece going to get people in some way. Like you're kind of aware of it, and that's at some points the goal to evoke emotion from people that are listening. That's the whole point of music, ultimately, right? Whether you're happy or you're sad or you're angry, there's something for any time in your life. So I actually, coincidentally, was just in Rhode Island playing. I played the Newport Folk Festival on Saturday. So we came to Chicago from Rhode Island. So we played at Newport, and that festival's, it's steeped in history. It's a lot of acoustic stuff going on. And, usually our show is, it's loud, it's guitars, like it's a good time show.
Yeah.
Part. So we, getting the offer to play Newport was a little bit, contentious for me from some of the fans of that.
Well, yeah, that was like the Bob Dylan movie, right? Like that was the big plot point was the Dylan movie.
Because it sells out every year before they even announce who's playing. So it's just people go because it's such a famous festival with such a great lineup. And when I got announced, there was it was a 50-50 thing. It was like, oh, this could be cool, or it was, why would you book this guy for this thing? So me and the band kind of built a special set. The first, maybe 3/4 of the set was really broken down acoustic stuff. So not my hit stuff, like B-side kind of stuff for me. Obviously I wrote a record for my sons last year, and I played a couple of those songs, and there's one song in particular on there called Whoever You Turn Out to Be, which is a song for my sons to say, hey,
that's the number one on
your
list.
Number one bullet point.
And so we hardly ever play this song in our shows because it's, if we're playing in a stadium or it's a Lollapalooza, like it's not really the moment. For that. You know what I mean? Like people are there to hear Beer Never Broke My Heart and When It Rains, and sure, there's a place every now and again for a slower song, but especially at a place like Lollapalooza where it's not just my show. Like I'm there as an artist on the festival. I'm not trying to bring, okay, well, let me play 7 or 8 songs that 90% of the people here haven't heard. You know? Not there's anything wrong with that for people that do it, but it's just not a song we play a lot. And so we're playing it at Newport. We hadn't played a show in about a month. I've been at home with the kids and the wife, and I just broke down, man, right in the middle of it.
Wow.
Like just full blown, the band is still playing. It's supposed to be the chorus, and I'm just sitting on a stool at the show just crying. Because I'm like,
I've been there.
Yeah.
Because I'm just not used to doing that song, and before we did the song, I'm giving the story of the song. I'm like, hey, this song is for I want my kids to know that no matter what, I'm there for them, and regardless of whoever they may be, and you just start thinking about. As I was talking, I was thinking about it, and then I'm singing the first verse and the first chorus, And I'm trying to keep it together on the second verse, and I'm getting through it. I'm like, man, everybody just thinks I'm a terrible singer right now. And I'm actually like about to really start crying. And we get to the second chorus, and I just lost it. It was just like, didn't sing the whole second chorus, and then we had to we just played one more chorus, and I'm like, that's it, enough. Like, I can't take it.
What did the crowd do?
The crowd was cheering.
They had to come, dude. They had to
they
lift you up.
They were loving it. Yeah. But it was just I've done that that's maybe the third time I've ever done that. And broken down. One time was because I lost my voice and I had to walk out. We had a show in Maine, and it was 2 nights at an amphitheater there in Maine. Right, it's right on the water. It's a beautiful spot. And played the first night, and we had some friends out, and we just stayed up. The worst thing for your voice is talking, honestly. Way worse than singing. The talking is the worst thing, especially after the show. But that's when, if you guys came to the show, odds are we would hang out after the show. Yeah. That's the best time to actually hang out because the work's done, all the hard stuff is over, everybody's having a good time. And it's easy when everybody's just vibing to just talk for a couple hours.
Yeah.
But at this particular venue, they have a really great outdoor space. So it's just louder. Like you got to talk louder so we stayed up late, didn't drink enough water. So the next night, I remember the direct support act before me is playing. And I had known all day, like, man, my voice is in rough shape. Yeah. Like it's, but I can usually get through it, and so I rarely ever take a steroid shot for my voice. It's really bad for your voice. And it's like, just like an athlete, you know what I mean? Like you take a steroid shot should be a last resort for.
Well, for some it's the first, but
For some it's the first, but it should be the last. Because over time those have effects too on your your voice. They wear your voice down over time. I've maybe done 3 ever in my whole career. Yeah. And it was like last resort. This is a Hail Mary shot. So I tell my manager, I'm like, listen, dude, I got to get one. Like I normally I would never. I can push through it. It's fine. We didn't have any more shows after that. So I get one. I'm doing my warm-ups. And I'm like, it just ain't going to happen. Like, it's not even close. It's not even going to be close. And so I told my manager, I'm like, listen, dude, like, I'm going to have to, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out on stage. Now, to mention, this is not 4 or 5 hours before. We're supposed to be on in 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And I'm like, I'm going to go out there, and I'm just going to tell the crowd that I can't sing. And we're going to just play for all the hits for an hour. And I'm going to do the best that I can and just ask the crowd to help me. And I'm just going to refund everyone's tickets. I'm just going to tell them, show's free, refund, come out. And I cried on that one because I was like, people spend so much money to come to those shows. And, it's something that I get the privilege to do, 2 or 3 times a week sometimes. Yeah. But when you come out, those people that are there, man, like that's a big trip for a lot of folks. Yeah,
it's their one.
You know what I mean? It might be the one concert for the whole year that you go to, and to come out and go, hey guys, I stayed up too late hanging out with my friends last night, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't sing. And right when I said that, I remember people started booing when I said that. Yeah. And I was like, hold on, not finished yet. I'm refunding everyone's tickets, and we're still gonna do the show. It's just not going to be as good as I think it deserves to be for you guys to pay for it. And we played for, I don't know, probably 75 minutes and just played hits. And the crowd sang. And, man, so many people donated their refunds to charity. Because they were like, man, the show was still awesome and it was still a good time. But I don't know, man. I just feel a huge commitment to those people that allow me, and not just myself, but there's 100 people that have their dream job that just are involved in my world because of those people. Yeah. And I feel like they deserve a lot from you. They should expect the most from you. You know what I mean? Because that is, like my job is not, I'm not paving roads in the middle of the summer. Yeah. It's not that fucking hard.
Podcast.
Really. Podcast. You know what I mean? It's like,
sports at 10:30.
It's really not. Like, yes, at times it could, oh man, I'm tired. But it's like, boo-hoo, you're tired from flying on a plane and going to.
Are you here to motivational speak us?
So I'm like,
hell yeah, bro.
Were you sent here by Portnoy?
Fucking ready.
Yeah, he was like, you guys aren't doing shit. Get in here.
God, we need to be better, man. What is this shit we're doing?
But yeah. So yes. So short story long. Yes, I have cried on stage. Yeah. Yes.
And you made him cry.
You made me cry. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You made mission accomplished. Then.
You know, I cry listening to your songs all the time. I just had my first kid a month ago. I'm back from paternity leave. This is my first day back, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be a boy or girl, so I just listened to your Fathers and Sons album, and I was like, if I have a son, this is it's going to fucking wreck me. My dad, by the way, my story with whoever you turn out to be, my dad sent me that song when you the video you guys did in the recording studio or whatever, and put it on YouTube. Like the second you posted that, he texted it to me with no commentary.
He was like, even though you're a podcaster, I still love you.
That's exactly right. I listened to the song. I listened to the song. I was like, this is a great fucking song. This is so sentimental, whatever. And then like I sat on it for 30 minutes, and
you're
I was
like, wait, why is he sending that?
Yeah, I was like, there are a lot of songs that Dad could have been like, I love you and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, there's more songs on that record that he could have sent you.
I was like, why that one?
Yeah, it was like, hey,
because there is a little bit of
still
like,
love you no matter what.
I still love you.
Yeah, it'd be different if you were like 10 when he said.
Yeah, you wrote the songs that your kids are young,
and you're like, wait, I'm
almost
who I've
40.
turned out to be now. So what is that saying, right? It's like,
Anyway, I had a couple things I wanted to throw by you. Number one, are you aware of the MLB players that use your songs as walk-up music? Is that something that artists of your ilk are like monitoring?
I'm aware of that. There is a high number.
Yeah,
I can't say specific players, to be honest, because I feel like it's kind of changing a lot.
Yeah,
does it change a lot?
They do. I think they do change.
Is it a lock-in thing? Like, because I feel like a lot of times it's like, oh, today it's this thing. Like, how often are you allowed to?
I feel like you got to have somebody on your team monitoring.
I think you could change it every day if you wanted to.
I feel like you could.
But
you could.
Some guys just get locked into their one song for their whole career, like Chipper Jones with Crazy Train was his whole career, right? And some guys do change it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I came across a list. I don't know if it was you guys that did it, but there was a list of the top used artists for walkout songs.
And you're up there?
Yeah, it was like there's mostly country. It was like Stapleton, myself. It's like
there it is.
Yeah.
26 players used
26. Oh, someone actually does this. All right.
Well,
oh, wow. Okay.
Justin Turner, JT Gibbs.
That's a Mississippi State guy.
Yeah, let's look at the
Chris Bassett.
What's Justin Turner using? Okay.
All right.
Inactive.
These are
former and active 7.
Only 7. We got to get those numbers.
We got to get those numbers.
Numbers up, man.
Can I get an outlaw? That's an old. I wrote that song in college. Shout out to that guy. He's a day one.
Shout out to Riley Green.
Yeah,
Riley Green, like 19. Isn't he young?
20. He's like 22, 23.
Okay.
So that's wild because I'm like, oh, okay, that's a song like from that guy's childhood at this point.
Yeah.
Like that's like 11 or 12 years ago. That guy's like, oh, I love that song when I was like 8.
Yeah. Like I listened
I'm like,
to that
on
the way to Pizza Hut after Little League.
Oh boy, yeah, we're getting there now. We're getting up there. It's happening.
No, we're not. You are. Me and him are already there.
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah, you're just catching up.
Again, I am who I turned out to
right,
be.
we've already turned out.
I've already turned out.
The next turn for us is death.
Yeah, you are whoever you've turned out to be.
That's exactly right. Mm-hmm. What is speaking of that, do you put any thought into like what's next for you in terms of like if you're at a point in your career, you've done it all. There's really nothing else. I mean, there is, but you know, like you're as big of a star in this business as you can find. Does it go into your mind that like, should I try acting? No. Should I fuck around and like do a crazy collab that no one saw coming? Like Ice Spice, like do an album together or something? Like, or does this sort of stuff enter your mind that you're like, I got to reinvent myself, or you're just like, why mess with what's working?
Yeah, no, I'm a big believer of why mess with what's working.
Yeah,
just do the thing, and like ultimately everything is a season, right? Like ultimately there will be a day where like, oh, Luke Combs, he's old guy.
Yeah,
only old guys listen to him. Like we're vastly approaching that. You know what I mean? So that's just the way it is, and I think just having awareness and acceptance of that, and not. I'm never gonna chase it down. I'm not gonna be a guy that's like, oh, let's just burn it until it's just burn out and it's over. Like I don't build much of my self-worth from my job or my accomplishments. I build it from the relationships that I have with my family and my friends.
Oh wow.
I'm an only child, so I had a ton of friends growing up. And that was always a big thing in my life. You know, my friends were my brothers essentially. And so that's a thing that I put most stock in is fostering the relationships that I've made and friendships I've made over the years, and, helping my kids grow up. And I look forward to those things. And that comes with eventually slowing down the music stuff, man, just being realistic about, I don't know that, one day I'll be laying on my deathbed going, God, I wish I would have made a 10th album or an 11th album. You know what I mean? I just don't imagine.
How do you handle though? Like, I'm sure you get asked to be in, the movies or make cameos here and there. I don't know. Or how do you do like a feature thing? Like I'm sure everyone wants you to be on their song.
I just go. For me, it's like I just have to like the song. It's never like It's never like, oh, is this going to be really popular? Like obviously that would be that's great, and that ultimately is the end goal.
Yeah.
But I think if you're doing it for that reason, then you've already kind of lost the race. Like you're not chasing longevity, you're chasing a moment in time. Right. You're chasing like, I need a moment instead of I need to build. Nobody's thinking about how these 20 decisions stack up in 5 years. It's how does this one decision impact me next week? And that's where I think a lot of people get trapped in the music business is like, I've got to stay popular. I've got to do this. I've got to constantly be making content all the time and be doing TikToks, and if I'm not seen all the time. And it is beneficial, and it has to do it, and you have to do those things. You have to change with the times. So there's some balance in there as well, like of being willing to adapt, but not living and dying by what everyone else is doing at the same time.
I have one idea though. Can I throw you?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You should do a Pixar movie. You should do a voice of a character in a Pixar movie. Yeah, that's my idea.
Go full Larry the Cable.
I think you should do a Pixar. Just like you don't even have to be the star. Just like a character.
Just do like
that. Just makes sense in my head.
How much is Mater made for?
Toe Mater.
Yeah, you're Toe Mater. Yeah,
absolutely. Like Larry the Cable Guy was.
He was Toe Mater.
I'm putting that out into the universe to make it happen. That you just
We'll talk to Pixar if you like.
What's the character?
I'll call Pixar right.
Like maybe we should woodshed the character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, is it like frumpy kind of?
Well, how do you want to be frumpy? Or
I think so. I mean, I think that's fitting.
Be like worldly, maybe
a frumpier guy.
Okay,
I'm fine.
So you're frumpy. We're starting with frumpy.
Yeah, we're thinking frumpy's a good start. Like a frumpy.
We got frumpy.
Farm, like a farm,
Frumpy farm.
Pixar.
Right.
Picture this.
Frumpy farm.
Luke Combs.
Yeah.
Plus frumpy.
Now
and they're like, we don't even have to picture that. We just looked at a picture of
the frumpy farmer.
Yeah, frumpy farmer. That's like I don't know, some animal or something, right? It's gotta be
maybe like a horse.
Probably animal.
Like a farmer horse, frumpy farmer horse, like an ex-racehorse that's let himself go.
Are you a little bit? Are you a horse guy?
No,
you're not a horse guy.
Not a horse guy.
Oh wow, that. Why does it always have to be me? So I just have a question. Do you think a horse could play baseball?
Do I think a horse could play baseball?
It does sound like a stupid question now that I say it out loud.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I mean, anatomically speaking, absolutely not.
I never even thought about it that way.
Yeah, I mean, physically, like they don't have opposable thumbs, so I think that's going to be the one.
Oh, that's the way you meant it. Okay.
Yeah, like physically, like grab it. Like maybe they could bite the bat.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's interesting. I'll ask you to your attention to the screen, please. So that's Sandy Koufax.
He's a Hall of Famer.
There we go.
That's Mr. It. That's exactly what you said.
Exactly
biting the bat.
What he said.
Biting the bat. I mean, that's the only way it can work.
Might have home run power.
I think ability to get around the bases is high, though.
Yeah.
It's speed-wise.
Correct.
A lot of inside the park home runs probably going down. If you got a carrot on every bag, and he's flying around, depending on how long it takes to eat each carrot.
I mean, who's going to block the plate there?
Yeah.
There it is.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. I mean, I've been proven wrong and right in some aspects.
You knew exactly how to do it if we were going to do it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you have to. The thumbs are out of the question.
So I know you probably got to get out of here. You got other shows to do, but I just had a question about this show you're doing. Doing Lala this week.
Sure.
That's not a small one. That's a big, huge, giant thing.
Yeah.
I know that's probably not new to you, but have you ever played Lala before?
I have. I played it in probably 2017, I would think.
Oh shit!
So before you were as big as you are now.
Yeah, 2017 I would have played on.
I mean, I think you look in great shape.
Yeah.
Brandon, that's fucked
No,
up.
I obviously meant fame-wise.
That's fucked up.
I can't even see him. All right, whatever. I meant the profile.
Okay.
Yes,
all right,
yes, yeah. My side profile though is down. But yeah, 17 we played a smaller stage there. And it was amazing, man. And it was like, I think I was probably on my second single, which would have been When It Rains It Pours.
Mhm.
And that was so Hurricane had gone
The best damn song ever.
Oh, I love Rains, man. I've tried to write it again 100 times, and you just can't recapture it. You can't recapture the magic of it, man, because we weren't trying to write it at the time. We just wrote it.
It just happened.
It just happened, and it's the moments past. Like, you can never capture that lightning in the bottle again. But Lala was awesome because it was one of the first times we had played at, what we refer to as a contemporary festival, which is festivals that don't usually have country artists. Right? Like, usually country's kind of in its own world. Like, we have our own festivals where it's just country artists. And, now country is as popular as it's ever been. And so I'm the first country artist to headline Lala. So I'm very excited.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Wow.
Let's go.
Very nervous.
Give it up for Luke.
Yeah,
if
it's
you
gonna be crazy.
If you feel like the crowd's not feeling it for some, which they will, they're gonna fucking love you, of course. Just do Hot to Go.
Yeah,
just play Hot to Go. When in doubt, make that your break glass in case of emergency. Wasn't that Lala last year? Right?
Or just people
the
everywhere.
fucking
Yeah.
the whole place going bananas.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That's awesome.
I'm excited about it, man. I'm excited, to see what happens, and that's what we've kind of done this whole year. So I was first country artist to headline Bonnaroo this year, only headliner of Bonnaroo this year since it got canceled.
Look at you.
unfortunately.
That's awesome.
First country artist to headline Newport Folk. So we just wanted to do something different this year, and I don't know. It's like I don't know. I want to do it for the genre, like to prove that it.
Yeah.
To prove that, like, in the future, other country artists could do this. Like, it's not something that's an impossibility, And I think, I think people are probably more aware of that now than ever. I mean, given the success of guys like Morgan and, it's just huge. I mean, he's like, there's just so many big country artists now, man, and it's changed a lot, and people are way into it right now, and that's cool.
Well, listen, I don't want to say this is the biggest deal, but it's as big a deal. Like, you're the first country artist on that couch.
I love that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Headlining
right.
the couch.
That's right. You're headlining the couch.
Breaking it in.
Yeah.
Do you want to? Can we ask him to do that one idea you had?
I had a terrible
I like the idea. I like the idea.
All right, I'll just say it. My idea was to have Luke do a bumper for us, and we can just use
for our podcast.
Like, I'm Luke Combs, and you're listening to Muscle Sports.
Hell yeah!
I think it doesn't fit into this format. I think that's what makes it funny.
I love it. Where do you want me to do it?
Just right here, right now.
What do you want him to say?
Right here.
I'm Luke Combs, and you're listening to Mostly Sports.
Family.
Family.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
I'm Luke Combs, and you're listening to Mostly Sports. Family.
Let's go!
So TJ,
that's big.
Lock that in.
That's big.
I expect to hear that just like every.
Just drop that in every
couple
in and out of
shows.
every ad read ever.
Just pump it in every once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And also, will you sign my Ohio State basketball that has only been signed by Cody Rhodes?
Yeah, I like
Signed
that.
it twice.
I like that.
Oh yeah, Cody Rhodes and Luke Combs on the Ohio State basketball. Unbelievable combination.
Dude, I got
That's a good Dale collection. Yeah.
top 5 in the Chicagoland area. Dale collection.
I almost wore the 3 Wrangler 3 hat today.
Oh yeah, I might have one.
A Wrangler 3 hat.
Oh, thank you, Lou. That's incredible. Look at this. This is 1-1.
Luke Combs and Cody Rhodes.
Only Luke Combs, Cody Rhodes.
Ohio State basketball. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. Anything else, Brandon?
I guess not.
You have a million things to do.
Yeah. You got a lot of other shows. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Awesome to meet you. Fantastic. Good stuff.
Anytime you're in Chicago.
Yeah.
Anytime you're here, by all means, open door.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming in.
I don't know what to do now. It's great.
All time.
I'm gonna do a Michael Scott thing where it's like you wait for. I would never say this in front of him, but like I fucking love that guy.
Bro, what the fuck, dude?
I would suck him.
His
he's
outlook
incredible.
on life, like we were. Pretty Scheffler-like answer right
Scheffler.
there.
Yeah.
Pretty Scheffler-like answer right there, dude.
Scheffler.
Okay, guys, young men out there listening, wondering how do I?
He's incredible.
Find
So
happiness?
down to earth. So he's
being so cognizant of the time and money that his fans spend to come to the concert. How he talked about says even the point that like, look, it's not just my dream job. There's like 100 dream jobs that revolve around us making this work. You got goosebumps.
He's so good at singing. I don't know if you guys are this way. When you see someone like be so good at something, when you see someone be pretty good at something, you're inspired to want to do that something. But when you see somebody be so good at something, you're just like, I don't even want. I'm that way at least. He's so good at singing that it makes me not even want to ever try to sing because it's just like
not even anywhere.
I'm like a guy at the YMCA putting shots.
Yeah.
No, like he puts out all these videos of him in the studio. And dude is just it looks like he just got there 3 minutes earlier, just sat down, and it's just the most effortless shit in the world. And I'm like, how can a human being be so talented?
I mean, 21 is wild to fucking start something and be as successful as he is at it. He's like picked up a guitar. He's like, oh man, it's kind of fun, man.
He was
like drop out of college. All right, let's
he was
do
like
it.
8 months into it and touring with Jason Aldean, and saw him like literally 2018, and he was awesome.
I asked that question because I wanted the answer that he gave. I didn't want Luke Combs to be like, no, I was classically trained, like from the time I was like 6 years, because everything about him just screams like, yeah, man, it's just natural. Like I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing, to be honest, but I just got the greatest voice in the world. It's incredible. He's incredible. Like, it's the most effortless shit you've ever seen.
That's one of the coolest interviews you've ever sat in on.
He's the only modern guy I really listen to, and I brought my I don't know if y'all saw, but I brought my 16-year-old daughter here. She got me into him. She just coming up naturally. She's a huge fan of him, and I started listening to it with her in the car. And we were driving here today. And it was an hour and 15, hour and 20 this morning.
Not bad.
I started playing his song list. Mm-hmm. It was nothing but hits for an hour and 20 minutes.
The whole drive. Crazy. The whole drive.
We were pulling in the parking lot, and there was still a hit on that I knew.
You're waiting in the car to come in because you're like, I got to hear a couple more. Yeah.
Awesome. That was fantastic.
Nobody saw me spill coffee on myself, right?
I did not see it.
He went to take a sip, and he just dropped his entire cup on
I was nervous.
Ebo, I did not see it. Did it happen in the beginning or the end?
No,
right in the middle of telling a very heartwarming story about
when somebody brought the coffee in?
No, I was just...
It was actually probably two-thirds of the way through.
Yeah,
you're right to be nervous, but now that he was here and you talked to him, it's like why be like he's the most down to earth, easy to talk to,
aggressively
guy, right?
chill for being so famous and successful. Is he cooler than Blake?
That's not fair.
Look, guys. I'm just asking. I'm here to ask you.
That's not fucking fair.
Fuck you.
I'm here to ask the tough questions.
There's cool in
Blake
your circle.
or Luke Combs?
There's cool in your circle, and there's cool.
All right.
Come on, T-Bob. Blake's like the guy at the Y, and T-Bob is Wayne Gretzky. No, whatever.
But thank you. I mean, I'll take it. Sure, fuck yeah.
He really is the only contemporary. The only is that the right word? Contemporary country artist.
Everybody says I just don't really listen to Wallen. I've heard some. Boy, does this lost some shine now.
I brought mine.
Oh, you brought your own.
Yeah, but you didn't bring your own microphone.
Here, come here. Just come sit here.
Sit on his lap. Sit on his lap.
I'm not saying.
Don't sit on my lap.
I brought you a stool.
I'm gonna eat my McDonald's breakfast.
Hey, I'm gonna. Here's your phone. You're welcome. Hey, Bran.
Hey, Blutman.
Hey, Mark. Nice to see you again.
Hey, Blutman.
It's really good to see you. No, it's a better way to see you.
You look different.
Why?
I don't know. There's like a glow about you.
It must be that Baja glow.
Oh.
That's what it must be. And you know what, Mark? There's nothing I love more than daydreaming about going to the beach. Because the beach is tough on a fellow like me. I get a wee bit sunburnt. So I love daydreaming.
Oh, I see why you emphasize daydreaming now. Yes. Going to the I was confused at first.
I just like thinking about, I'm at the beach with my best buds, Brandon, Mark, TJ, Ebo, T-Bob. We're having a grand old time drinking some Baja Blast. We're watching Connor Griffin lose another beach volleyball game, and we're not down about it. We're up about it because our taste buds are tingling in the best ways possible thanks to Baja Blast and its refreshing, bold look. And we cackle and we laugh as Connor loses another volleyball game. And this wasn't just a loss.
Yeah.
He got blanked.
Really?
Yeah.
Double bagel?
Par for the course. I guess that's par for the course. Speaking of par for the course, love going out there on the golf course.
Is he doing
Baja Blast?
Is he doing like a stand-up?
Hey, maybe I didn't par. Maybe it was a triple bogue.
But you got a Baja Blast.
Speaking of golf, anybody? We got any golfers here? Anybody? Anybody golf? Round of applause.
Football's almost here. Football's almost here. What's better than sitting back reclining watching some Sunday night football with the Baja Blast?
Any Bears fans here?
You see this football thing? You hear about this?
No. Unfortunately, there's only one fix to Bears football.
It's a Baja Blast.
It's a Baja Blast.
All right.
All right, thank you,
Let's
Bob.
go ahead and wrap up the
I'm just telling you, I just love Baja Blast. That's it. I got nothing else to tell you. We talk ball.
Connor, don't think I didn't see what you're. I purposely didn't call attention to it, but you wore your Glenn Powell shirt on purpose with Luke Combs.
Well, I was wearing it for your first day back, Mark.
No,
we're
you
both Glenn Powell guys.
No, you weren't.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
No, you
I know exactly what happened. Luke Combs had the song for the Twisters movie.
Ain't No Love in Oklahoma.
Right. You thought you were gonna just pretend to suddenly be a GPG again.
Oh, this shirt? Oh,
He would notice. You would get in with Glenn Powell, and you thought that you would just undo.
He's probably met Glenn Powell. Oh, he has met Glenn Powell. He had him on
Yeah,
stage.
he had him on the stage.
With
We're not
Dana
gonna
Beers.
beer, yeah.
You would have asked him about that, and then you would have said, next time Glenn Powell's on stage, can I be on stage?
And you thought this would undo your months and months and months of besmirching Glenn Powell's name and going back on being a GPG. You thought that this would just undo it all.
I just wanted to, have a little bit of a bond with my friend Mark Titus, who I haven't seen in a while, hasn't been at the desk, and I wanted to reminisce on our days of being GPGs together.
Well, he still is a GPG.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying we haven't been talking about it a whole lot.
So if the guy who did the music for the movie Twisters weren't in here today, you would still be wearing your shirt from the movie Twisters.
Yeah.
That was.
But Luke being here was an added plus for sure.
But
that was just.
You almost certainly didn't know he was going to be here before you wore it.
I don't know.
Are we? How concerned are we about Deion Sanders?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that is today, right? The press conference is today.
Huh?
I fear not good.
It's in 2 hours. I believe it's 11 a.m. Mountain Time. He's holding a press conference with his medical team.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why you'd hold a press conference with your medical team unless they had something to say about your medical.
It'd be very strange if they were like, everything's good.
Yeah.
We're just gonna
I think
go.
you're going to talk about your quarterbacks and your offensive line with your medical team's approval there. I hate to speculate, but it doesn't seem great.
Yeah, it feels like we're headed towards him stepping down, right?
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like it would have leaked, though, if that were the case, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just stupid.
Well, I mean, again, nothing is substantiated, but Liam, are you comfortable with giving some smoke on the street about what is maybe being rumored or no?
I would expect.
So he just took T-Bob's chair?
Yeah, he kind of did. How'd that?
I offered it back to him.
He
offered it back, but I don't know.
We brought the chair for T-Bob.
I brought a stool for me to sit on.
You got your legs crossed and everything.
You got very comfy, very.
A man can't be a little cozy when he's podcast.
That's
somebody
else's
else's
blood barge.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Continue.
I think like I wouldn't expect any good news from this. I would potentially expect a sabbatical. Which would keep the roster intact before ultimately retiring.
And the coaching staff intact for the year.
Yes.
And there are a lot of guys that went out there just to coach with Deion, I'm sure. They wouldn't even be in college coaching if they weren't out there with them. So
I will say this.
Okay. Well, you have a mic.
There will be a lot of people that will be very, very, very hateful towards Deion following the presser.
Yeah.
And I think that those people are bad human beings.
Yeah.
And I think this is a very serious and sensitive situation that people should be open in understanding of Deion here, and that this is not the way that he wants any of this to go about.
You're addressing
Who are you talking to?
The cynics that may or may not be saying that this is a fake situation and he's just stepping down because he doesn't have a Heisman Trophy winner and his son at quarterback.
Yeah, those.
That anybody that believes that that's who you're addressing.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I'm with you. I feel like if he was if that was the play, he just would have done it right after the season.
It's very serious stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of the rumored diagnoses are things that are that people would not take lightly, right? Like, I think that's going to kind of speak for itself. Like, I think if you hear what Deion is dealing with and then your immediate reaction is like, fuck that pussy, he just doesn't have Shiloh Sanders, then I don't think that. I don't know. It's the internet, but like you're one of the mentally ill people on the internet if that's what you're doing.
Do you want to do Nikola Jokic crying after his horse wins a race, or the bullfighting video?
The bullfighting
Can't watch the bullfighting video.
Why can't we watch the bullfighting video?
The man's face is half off his face.
He took his face.
No, it's not, is it?
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't watch the video.
No,
Yeah, I did.
Did you guys say you wanted to do a face off?
His face didn't come off, did it?
He walks away and his face is flapping off of his skull.
face.
I didn't see that part.
It's face / off.
What?
I thought it was just his arm was bloody.
This is on the back.
His face is hanging
Me
off.
and Brandon watch it. Our eyes must be bad because I was just like, oh shit, that guy got rocked.
I thought he just got trucked.
Well, we can watch him get hit though, and then not walk away, right? Not walk back.
Well, if his face is off, I don't want to, because
If
you know what, never mind.
Yeah,
Let's
think.
talk about Nikola Jokic.
Is his face okay?
Have we found out if his face is okay?
Did they just put
His
a Band-Aid
face is
on it?
hanging off. I didn't even.
His face
see that.
is off.
Watch now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, we're not watching that. That's crazy. Did you see this horse racing thing? Apparently, the basketball MVP, Jokic, is over in his home country of Serbia.
Yep.
And they're doing some horse races, and he owns the horses.
Yep.
And he was so moved by his horse winning a race that he cried.
He cried.
He was just in tears, beside himself. Now, we've watched him win NBA championships and
Right.
MVPs and be like, all right.
Never cried.
Cool.
Yeah.
Loves his horses.
Also, I love the chariot style racing, whatever the fuck this is. That guy's leg kick crossing the finish line.
Was like a car on the course while the horses were on it.
I love it. He gave his horse a hug.
Hugs the horse.
Oh, I love it.
Fucking loves horses.
Yeah, his Scotty Scheffler is like, NBA is whatever.
Yeah,
this doesn't define who I am. Yes,
it's not
this is
family.
it's
No,
horses.
horse racing actually defines him.
We say that he goes back home during the off season, but is the off season for him the NBA season?
Yeah, it might be. This is his on season.
Right.
Yeah. He's side questing an all-time great NBA career.
Guys, I'll be back in a few months. I got to go average 30 and 15.
Hey, speaking of European dudes in the NBA, what they're up to in the offseason. You seen the Luka Doncic propaganda?
Yes.
No, I
You
haven't.
seen this propaganda that's out
Luka
there?
Ripchich.
Whew.
Jeez.
Whew.
What was that? Luka Ripchich?
Ripchich. I don't know. I mean, I was trying to do
Yeah.
He's on the cover of Men's Fitness.
He's in good shape.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Men's Health.
Look at him. Look at him.
They're not exactly showing any belly.
Bro.
Dude, he is.
They're not showing any belly.
Tej, go to the fat Laker
Go to-
Luka pick just for because that drives it home. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I mean,
fair enough.
MVP season load-in is what they're saying. I looked up.
Piss y'all off.
What
that
golfer
Nico
does he
got
play?
Cooper flag though?
Yeah. it
Like
does.
Cooper, like Nico's face should still be being rubbed in it. Yet instead now he gets like, oh, sorry, I got Cooper.
That is what Nico does.
Luka's MVP odds next year. I looked it up on DraftKings. -3 gallons. -3 full gallons.
Viori is incredibly versatile and comfortable. Perfect for whatever your day brings. Designed to look great beyond the gym. Whether you're running errands, heading to the office, or meeting up with friends, their core short is soft, lightweight, four-way performance stretch. It moves with you with no restriction. And it's available in 3 inseam options. A perfect fit for every preference. Viori is an investment in your happiness. Ebo, what do you personally like about Viori?
The pants, shorts, wear them with anything. Foundation.
Anything.
They're a great foundation. They should be putting foundational pieces in the copy. I got to talk to our sales guy because there's foundational pieces left and right at Viori.
For our listeners, they're offering 20% off your first purchase. Get yourself some of the most versatile and comfortable clothing on the planet at viori.com/mostly. That's VUORI.com/mostly. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Viori.com/mostly and discover the versatility of Viori clothing. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
The LaMelo Ball tattoo is fake, right?
I was hoping for Luke Combs there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all right.
I gotta get.
Yeah. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. But that's where it will be in the future, maybe.
In the future, yeah.
That was a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
I don't know why that entered my brain.
Should we have him hit it like a pause for station identification type thing too?
Top of the hour.
Hindsight?
Do weather.
Mostly cloudy.
The LaMelo.
It was.
That's fake, right?
Yeah.
It's fake.
How are we?
It was fake.
Time out.
Has to be.
Time out. Time out. Talk to me. 38-46. How are we supposed to know? How are we supposed to know what's fake and what's not these days?
I don't.
The other day I had an eye patch dog, and I thought,
that was
look at this dog with an eye patch, and I thought that's cool as hell. And then it was fake. And now LaMelo's putting out flamey toe tattoos, and I could see him doing that. How am I supposed to?
Yeah, like what? I don't think if you believe this is real, you're getting dunked on for. Got you for thinking that's real. That feels within the realm of possibility. But to your point, Brandon, what can you and I do?
What can we do? There's nothing we can do. We're just guessing every time. We're just guessing. We're just flipping a coin.
We hear the feedback that you guys are getting duped on shit way too often.
Right.
I hear that. I would like to fix it. How? What do I do? I'm getting ball sacked every other day.
There's no defense for a 35 or above man to avoid getting ball sacked on the internet.
Yeah.
You guys get ball sacked too, and then you just pass it on to us. You pass the ball sacking on to us.
No, we're allowed to get ball sacked. That's what you're saying, right?
Sweetie, you're with us.
What do we should?
Sweetie, you're with us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No,
okay.
No, I'm saying me, you, and Titus are.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
We have like ball sack community.
I thought you were talking like you were. Okay.
No, look, I'm on the couch, but I'm not on the couch.
Okay, fair.
You know, no. Like we're allowed to, and it's all good. We're too old.
So as grown men, we can get ball sacked.
Yes.
Yeah, it is alarming though, Brandon. We live at a time where someone's like, "Look at this thing. These are the details of this thing," and you go, "Okay, gotcha." You're like, what?
I'm just looking at a picture of toes.
The tattoo artist did come out and say that he was just joshing.
Oh, he was joshing.
He said that he was trolling.
LaMelo also went on a stream in the middle of the night last night and responded to a streamer asking about it. So I don't know. I'm just looking at the title of the clip. Silky had LaMelo Ball crashing out at 4 a.m. when he asked about the foot tattoo.
What's
Silky? Aiden Ross.
When the cheat
this on kick.
I don't like that he's just look how comfortable he's in this here.
How was the dog in the eye patch?
How'd they get an eye patch on?
Mark, did you see the dog with the eye patch?
I did, and I saw. I was watching the show, and if memory serves, it was the same show where earlier Brandon, in discussing the Cleveland Browns helmet incident, Brandon Walker said almost verbatim, I've trained myself to not be duped on the internet. And then
mere moments later
was like, you guys see this dog with eye patch?
Pride cometh before the fall.
Look at her.
It is adorable, to be fair.
She looks awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, Brandon. If that was real, that'd be fucking awesome. That would be awesome.
I really want to talk about the Philly finger banger, but
we can't.
But also, well, we can't play the video.
Talk about that either.
We can't play the video.
Been advised to not talk about it.
The licking of the fingers.
No.
I mean,
Don't talk about
Don't talk about the licking of the fingers. Don't talk about
it. How about this? Okay, another Philly finger banger. Connor Griffin tweeted this.
What they call him?
Just flew home from Florida and put up big numbers on the seatback TV. Skip through the movie catalog and watch the best parts of A Star is Born, Back to the Future, Captain America Civil War, The Hangover, Remember the Titans, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Empire Strikes Back. Is this normal or acceptable movie playing behavior?
Classic Connie.
What did you do? You just went to
what are the
your
best
favorite
parts
scenes of these movies?
Like, how do you determine the best parts of Back to the Future? Like, it's all
probably when they go back.
Yeah, then they go back. No, it's I have watched all these movies many times before. They're like comfort movies.
All right.
And you go back and you like rewatch all the parts that you love the most, and then you go to another movie. And then
why not just watch one movie on the flight back?
So you're like taking the donuts out and like licking the powder off and putting the donut back. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, it's like
Take a bite of each flavored donut.
Eat the skin off the fried chicken.
No, it's like channel surfing.
Like Eric Cartman
back in the day, but on steroids. It's like I have all these great movies at my disposal, and I got a 2.5 3 hour flight, and I'm just gonna speed through all of them.
Take me through it. You queue up. Remember the Titans. Where are we going?
Remember the Titans. I immediately go to the hospital scene.
You go to Gary Bertier getting paralyzed?
Hospital scene?
Dude, it gets
You skip the training camp, you skip left side, strong side, to go to the fucking hospital scene where he's paralyzed for the rest of his life? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I skip that scene every time.
It's such a powerful scene, dude.
Mark, you happy to be back, man?
Motherfucker hates Gary Bertier.
I love Gary Bertier,
You
but it's
skip left side, wrong side.
But they do that in the hospital scene.
But
and it's so emotional, and I love that
championship game.
Yeah, I go to the hospital scene, and then I'll go back.
Go to the hospital scene where he is laying there.
That was the first one, and then
Mountain high.
Yeah, you skip that. Yeah, you skip that.
That's like second or
Skip
third.
the montage where they're all just
holy shit
when they're winning games and everything. Yeah, no, I go back to that, but
go to the hospital scene.
I start off with the hospital scene.
That is the worst scene in the movie,
dude. It's a great fucking
Speed
scene.
running emotions.
What? Okay.
I want to feel everything.
Give me the list of movies again. Well, where do you go for? All right. Well,
Stars Born Suicide.
hanging in the
I just
rock.
watched the Suicide.
Star is Born. I go to
Back to the Future when he gets hit by the car.
No, stop. Civil War was the airport battle.
Right. The biggest scene in the movie. Sure.
Hangover. I always go to the wedding at the very end of the movie.
What?
Because I
skipped the entire Vegas part.
No, I went back for when Galifianakis is on he's at the casino and he's counting cards and doing all that type of stuff. I'll do that, but I love the end of the movie when he goes, "When you fuck that waiter on your cruise." I don't know. I just love that.
You watch Avengers just for the snap and then you turn it off.
It's a great scene. I'll pop around from each one, but yeah, I thought it was a fun way of
It's TikTok brain.
What about Empire?
This is TikTok
and
brain.
we might as well finish that. What about No Way Home? I want to know.
Empire. It's not I Am Your Father. It's I Love You, I Know with Han and Leia. I go to
Hoth battle scene.
I went back to Hoth later on, but then Spider-Man No Way Home is always at the very end where Tom Holland has to say goodbye to Zendaya.
What? Watching. And by the way, yes, the I Love You, I Know. Again, the emotional climax of Empire. So you're just speed running to the emotional climax. Not like the. Not the set pieces, not the action, except for maybe Captain America, just the emotional climaxes of each movie.
I had action, I had tears, I had laughs, I had it all in this 2.5, 3 hour flight. It felt like 30 minutes.
Connor, they fix racism. They just fix it. They get on a bus, they go to training camp, and about a week later, they fix it. They fix racism, they come back, and everybody's happy, and you skip all that to go straight to Paralyzed.
It all is... It accumulates in that hospital scene where that is literally like a physical, like they ended racism.
But you could see them.
They're going to grow old together.
No.
They're going to get old and fat, and they're going to live in a neighborhood together.
Well, they're not because he's paralyzed. You could see them come together for the first time and fix racism the first time and do left side.
And then just pretend like the paralyzation never happens.
Correct.
Yeah, just get out of the movie. Just be like, that was it. They won state. That was it. Movie over.
That's crazy.
Or they won state after he's paralyzed.
You suck so.
I wanted to channel surf a little bit. It was fun.
I got to talk about Game Time. There's nothing like getting to a baseball game, especially last minute. Lucky for me, I always use Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. They even get exclusive zone deals. You let them choose your seats within a given set of zones, and you get huge savings in return. You can put those savings back in your pocket and spend them at the ballpark on a hot dog, a new hat, or some good old-fashioned Cracker Jack. If you're in Chicago, you can get 10% off zone deals for the Cubs game at home on Sunday, August 3rd versus, anybody know? Does anybody know who the Cubs play Sunday? Anybody in the room can chime in.
The formerly young core?
That's exactly right, Brandon. The Baltimore
Orioles.
Orioles. Just look for zones 29 through 32 on the Game Time app. Take the guess for got to buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code MOSLEY for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code MOSLEY, MOSTLY, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game Time elsewhere in the world of baseball.
I'm Luke Combs, and you're listening to Mostly Sports.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, that works. That works. I like that.
It might need a touch of maybe like a guitar twang at the end. It needs a right. It needs a little musical touch at the end or something, like a noise.
We have baseball breaking news that we should probably get to.
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Oh yeah.
And told him, get the fuck out of our. Okay, Philadelphia Phillies. Bryce Harper stood nose to nose with MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred during a meeting last week and told him to get the fuck out of our clubhouse if he wanted to talk about a salary cap. Sources told ESPN News. All right, that's
wow.
That I mean,
if he left, is he the worst commissioner in sports? Are we getting ball sacked?
ESPN. It's passing.
No, that's passing.
Okay, all right.
See, these are things you have to ask.
Well, he had a
that's pretty cool.
blue check, Brandon.
One of 30 that Manfred conducts an effort. Oh, so he goes around meeting with everybody?
God, Bryce Harper just big dick the
Wow,
fuck out of
awesome.
Manfred in
That's
his
fucking
locker
awesome.
room.
He's the man.
That's awesome. Good for Bryce Harper.
Well, we think he did.
Lockout incoming.
This is why baseball's PA remains the envy of especially the NFL and to a lesser extent the NBA.
What's wrong with the NFL PA?
Great.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah. Talk to any former NFL player. Just a favor pass. I'm just bitching about the NFL PA.
Great point, TJ. If MLB locks out, it's Bryce Harper's fault.
Yeah.
I think it's almost
I think
a guarantee at this point that we will have a shortened 2027 season. If not, no 2020.
He wants to pay the players. Bryce Harper
That's
is
a good
fighting for
point.
the good of the
I'm-
people.
Well, he is a
pro.
player.
Exactly.
Put it on
Pay
a
the
shirt.
players. Pay the players. Elsewhere in the world of baseball in Philadelphia, this is bigger news than Bryce Harper and Rob Manfred.
They're in town this week. White Sox. Go ahead.
Who are?
Phillies.
Oh.
Playing the White Sox.
See, history made it at the bank. The Bananas.
Oh, yeah.
11 in a row.
Flying Hawaiian was out there.
They won 11 in a row, yeah.
I was in Florida, and I was...
Apparently a record. Savannah Bananas.
See if you could drop you being in Florida a couple more times.
I said it. This was the first time I said it.
No. You tweeted it.
Okay, yeah, I tweeted that I was flying back from Florida, but okay, I was in Florida.
Where were you this
God,
week?
we get it.
I was
fucking get it, dude.
I was at a bar down there, and they just had the game on TV. I didn't realize that they broadcast them on ESPN, and I was just watching. I was like, holy shit, they're at Citizens Bank Park. But it was crazy.
I've gotten into the Bananas.
Have you?
Dude, my mom,
My daughter loves them.
my mom was.
I don't give a shit. You guys know me.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah.
But she likes it.
My mom was floored by them. Had never heard of them before, and all of a sudden was just like, holy shit, this
My
is
mom
Like she likes the Savannah Bananas.
Yes.
Your mom does.
Yes.
So what is it?
My mom fucking loves them. Yeah.
Bananas are great. Hey, guess what? Savannah Banana Youth Ball is cool too. Okay? I used to grow up watching Hot Sauce and Skip to My Lou and And One mixtapes, and my little fat fucking ass would be out there sitting through the legs, rolling on the ground. Guess what? Just made me like basketball more. So fuck all y'all that hate Banana Youth Ball. Okay? Ebo.
No, I took
bitch.
a very clear stance on Youth Banana Ball that said I will not overreact to it.
Don't talk about youth baseball with that mustache. It's a little weird.
Who was it Castellanos? What was the context of someone on the Phillies said one of their guys didn't make the All-Star game, and he said this is turning into Savannah Bananas. And I love that can just be a criticism. Like any player that has a problem with anything, like Bryce Harper, if he gets asked about like Rob Manfred, he'd be like, "He's turning this fucking league into Savannah Bananas." I love the idea that every baseball player can just be like, "This is goddamn Savannah Bananas out here."
Yeah, Christopher Sanchez got snubbed from the All-Star game, and those were the.
I hope that becomes a trend. Is just like, what the fuck is this? Is this Savannah Bananas out here?
I do think they are going to take over Savannah Bananas.
They got to be near the peak. They got to be.
I don't know, dude. They're expanding teams nonstop.
I think it's a bubble. It'll pop. I don't know when it'll pop.
I saw
they have like a tryout team.
Name 5 players.
I can't name any players.
I saw that they'd won 11 straight, and I just laughed because I was like, they're like.
Bro, I mean, more impressive, their 11-game win streak or the Brewers? There's been 11-game win streaks in the MLB before. There's never been an 11-game win streak in the Banana Ball.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with their new team? It's actually a good gimmick, I think. It's the Visitors.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just a generic team that everyone plays like in the 1910s, 1920s.
I got to give a shout out to my guy Ashby Vining, who is on the Visitors.
How's he doing? Bob?
Shout out Ashby. He's doing well. He's on the Visitors.
I don't like
playing
this
Banana
one.
Ball.
I miss you, Mark. I miss you, Mark.
So, who else thought that it was just set up so the Bananas won every game like the Globetrotters?
No, I knew that. No, it is not the case. They can lose any time.
They can lose.
Yes.
That's why I brought up that they'd won 11 in a row.
Okay.
Like,
Bro,
I thought it was
Texas Tailgaters.
The Globetrotters have won 6,000 in a row.
Yeah.
No, this is not a Washington Generals situation.
Okay, all right.
Also, the 81st foul ball was caught by a fan, which is a new single-season record. Remember, if a fan catches a foul ball, that's an out.
You're a banana head.
They came through Baton Rouge, and I saw the impact that it had on all the families. I didn't get to go. Firmly a banana head.
Hey.
It is an awesome product that's really fun for kids. I fucking love it.
T-Bob, if you like bananas, Donkey Kong.
Bro,
Oh, banana.
Banana. I've watched hours of
banana.
Donkey Kong videos. If only somebody in this room had a Switch 2 that had kids that have
Dude, that game's so
desperately
good.
begging their father for a Switch 2 this entire time. But you know what? Honestly, I bet whoever got the Switch 2 that was in this room is putting it to great use.
Yeah.
Probably playing it constantly. Probably playing the Donkey Kong 3D platformer. That's one of a 10 out of 10 game according to a lot of publications.
Look at this shirt that somebody in Southern Chicago right now.
Oh my god!
I want it. I want it. I want it bad.
Banana.
I want this bad.
Oh, that's your place, isn't it?
Yeah, layers.
Oh, actually,
Just put this out today.
Blunt
it out
made
at 12.
Blunt made a very good point on Twitter.
Yeah. What?
Go ahead, Blunt.
Oh, nobody had a worse week than Mario. He got friend zoned by
friend
Peach.
zone, yeah.
40 years.
Bob
been friend
Odenkirk wants to beat him up.
Yep.
Bob
What?
Odenkirk wants
I
to beat
missed
Mario
that.
up?
Yeah.
Why?
There's a quote out there where Odenkirk, hold on. Shit, where'd it go?
He wants to beat Mario up and the Brady Bunch.
He said, I'll kill Mario. I'll tear that mustache off his face, jam it down his throat, take his swimming goggles, rip them to pieces, and stab him with those. It's going to be bloody. What the fuck, Bob?
Jesus.
All right.
And
All right.
think about this. And Donkey Kong has a 10 out of 10 3D platformer on the new Nintendo console. Like, that's Mario's lane.
Yeah.
So now even Kong is cucking Mario.
Yeah.
It's a tough time for Mario.
Well, Mario cut Kong in the first place. I mean, Kong birthed Mario.
Well, we
Mario
thought he
went on
did,
to
but
be-
they never cucked.
Well, not cucked, but
Yeah. But you're right. Yes, he did.
Came from Mario.
Yes.
Came from Donkey.
That's what I'm saying, though. Kong is getting his revenge actively
That's
right
right.
now.
That's
the
right.
Super Mario Odyssey team is the same one that developed this game,
Yeah.
and it's unbelievable.
It's so good. It's so sweet. I can't wait to.
Banana.
Can't wait to get home and see my little girl, Pauline, in Donkey Kong.
I heard she's a great singer.
Yeah.
Who's better, Pauline or Luke Holmes?
Why does he do this?
He does it all the time. He's been doing it the whole time.
Why does he do this?
He's always done this on the show with us.
I got a ticket to get us out of here.
Yeah, dude, we didn't talk to him about Fast.
You went off fast.
The balls to cover that song and
Then
do
we're
it
gonna,
well.
Then we're gonna have him on the air.
Oh, yeah, I guess I
Yes.
just
We just get it in there. Yeah.
I guess I could ask all these questions. Then, all right, is that it? That's the show.
Cordero Patterson tweeted this.
Breaking news: Pittsburgh Steelers release all washed up Cordero Patterson on his day off. All right.
It's pretty good. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. See you guys.
That's a ball's done.
And you're listening to Mostly Sports. Family.
I got uncomfortable for you, Brett.
I'm Luke Combs, and you're listening to Mostly Sports. Family. I'm Luke Combs, and you're listening to Mostly Sports. Family.